Hey, good to see you. It's Wednesday, week 3. Today's a non-training day, but you should have already done your 30 minutes of cardio. Now today, we're going to take an in-depth look at carbohydrates. Last week we looked at protein sources. This week we're going to look at carbohydrates. And just like last week, we're going to head over to my kitchen. So pack up your bag and let's head over. Hey, welcome back to my kitchen. As I mentioned in the office, today we're going to talk about carbohydrates. We're going to go over what carbohydrates are and how to choose good carbohydrate sources for your diet. Carbohydrates are a source of immediate energy to the body. They fuel your day-to-day activities as well as your workouts. When you eat carbohydrates, they can get stored inside the muscle as muscle glycogen. So it's important to give yourself carbohydrates before a workout to fuel your workout, but also after a workout to replenish your depleted glycogen. To do that best, you should always choose good carbohydrate sources. Here in front of us we have some good carbohydrate sources. Now some people might wonder what makes a carb good and what makes a carb bad. And really what they're talking about is the digestion rate of the carbohydrate. They use a system called the glycemic index. Now a carb that has a high glycemic value is digested very quickly. It's in and out of your system fast. Whereas a low glycemic carbohydrate is digested slower, giving you a more sustained release of energy. And what we're after is that longer, slow, sustained release of energy. Here in front of us, we have whole wheat bread, brown rice, oatmeal, whole wheat pasta, and sweet potatoes. Now with the whole wheat bread, you have two choices basically with bread, either white bread or whole wheat bread. The whole wheat bread uses whole grains and has a low glycemic value, whereas the white bread is very processed and has a high glycemic value. You want to stick to the whole grain breads, such as the whole wheat bread. Next we have the brown rice. Brown rice is fibrous and digested very slowly. This can be compared to white rice, which has a high glycemic value and is digested very quickly. You want to stick with the brown rice variety instead of the white rice variety. Next we have oatmeal. Oatmeal is pretty standard, it's a grain itself. You can get it as quick oats or old-fashioned oats. Either of those are fine, they're both digested very slowly. Next we have the whole wheat pasta. Pasta, like the rice and bread, it comes in a white flour form. The white flour noodles are digested very quickly, just like the rice, whereas the whole wheat pasta is higher in fiber, low glycemic, and digested much slower. Next we have the sweet potato. A sweet potato is fibrous and digested slowly, whereas something like a regular white potato is digested very quickly and it's in and out of your system fast. You want to stick to the sweet potato whenever possible. All these carb sources in front of me are very low glycemic and digested slowly. The last thing I want to talk about is fruits and vegetables, which are also great carbohydrate sources. With me in my freezer I have two examples. We have our broccoli, which is a very fibrous vegetable, very slow digesting, gives you a nice sustained release of energy. It's not very high in carbohydrate, but these are great to help keep your appetite suppressed as well as get your daily fiber in. Next we also have some fruit. Here we have blueberries. Blueberries are very high in antioxidants, also high in fiber, and another great source of carbohydrates. Today we went over some good carbohydrate sources you can choose. Next week we're going to go over your fats, the last of the 3 macronutrients. So let's head back to the office. Alright, we just learned all about carbohydrates. We're continuing to build on that nutritional foundation we set out. We learned about protein, we learned about carbohydrates, and next week we're going to learn about the third macronutrient, fat. Now that you've learned all about carbohydrates, it's time to apply that to your daily diet. You must do this every single day. Tomorrow's your upper body day, so go home, rest, and come prepared to work tomorrow. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.